ain't too late to run off to mom now.
These matches are going to be even more ridiculous.
If you know anything about Street Fighter, you do not doubt the GOAT.
My man is always hitting go. You thought I was playing? Oh, you're hella dead.
The main event.
Help me out, Nadeshko.
And look how much it means to him! Wow!
Dan Hibiki, back after the ultimate improvement.
I'll show you.
Line it up. Power to the earth. See what I'm really made of. The honor was mine. I'll settle this.
Let's begin.
Are you serious? My man is reading right now. My man is reading. Get to my rules at the end of you know.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sets here on a Monday night on Capcom Fighters, where we're going to pit two very strong players with a lot of knowledge in a first to 10. And then, obviously, we're going to have a pre-match discussion with them, as well as a post-match discussion. And obviously, the meat and bones, it will be the first to 10 itself. It's been a while since we've done this, and I believe this is the 19th episode. I think it is. I probably got my numbers wrong. But I'm going to be your host for tonight, Jammerz. And alongside me, he's back. He's well rested and he's ready to go. But Veggey, talk to the people. How you feeling?
So well rested, you know. It is your favorite Brit, Veggey. I'm doing it slow today because, you know, summer is chill. Everyone is relaxed. So we need to have this calm introduction. And if you need tips on the tan, I got the tips for you. If you can see, it is stay in the sun. And that's like, I won't say anything else. That's all you need to know. Anyway, Jammerz, do
we stay in the sun for 5 minutes? Do we stay in the sun for 5 days?
I'm really afraid of giving out advice about that because it might not really be legal. So I think like 30 seconds might be enough. For as long as it feels good for you, I think. Yeah. So definitely the sun is good these days. How's it been in Britain? I mean, it's been really good here in Britain, the sun, you know. But right now it's flooding for us. So
well, listen here. First of all, because I was away in Poland for the.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But as it was like decent weather in Poland with a few like showers here and there, all I heard was the British people complaining about heat waves. And boy, when we got back off the plane on the 22nd of July, did we feel that heat wave immediately. Because obviously Britain handles hot weather a lot differently to everybody else. We don't have aircon over here. No, so because a lot of people around the world assume we have air conditioning. It's like we just don't. But yeah, no, it's kind of more relaxed now. It's chill. It's still daylight out there. Us Brits, myself and Veggey there. But yeah, hey Veggey, it's been a while because the last time we did this was I think it was right before or right after you played in the close qualifiers for Inter, whatever. Is that right?
I think it was the Monday before the close qualifiers, the close qualifiers for the finals. Yeah. So after the initial qualifying series, and then the last Monday before, everything crazy happened with you going to Poland and leaving us alone here, and all that good stuff, you know. So it's been a while now. I mean, it's been like a month. Is that how long?
I think because obviously the last episode we did was shouts to the guys. We had Carbon and Mature come on.
Yeah.
A really great set. If you guys haven't seen that, make sure you check out the archives on YouTube. It is there. But yeah, it's been about 3 to 4 weeks. We've taken that hiatus. We had other work to do. Myself and Veggey had other commitments. But we're back on a Monday night. Press buttons. But yeah, we do have a juicy one tonight. Richard doesn't have the fight card because in actual fact, it is going to be myself and Veggey playing a first to 10 tonight. And there is a competition that got put out. But when we do bring on our guests, Matt and Logan, onto the show, I'm sure Matt will be able to elaborate more on what the competition is all about and what prizes you can win. But make sure you follow Capcom Fighters on their Twitter. I believe they put out a post earlier today. But I'm going with my main. I don't know about you, Veggey, but I'm picking the poison. I'm picking the main cards, the main fish.
I'm definitely going main all the way. I think it's going to be a 6-set because I know you and I know that you're a really sick and strong player, but you don't compete that much. So people might not know that this is going to be a really tense match, I believe. And I think it's going to be a good one too because we're both kind of slow-paced control players. Jammerz,
I could be a bit aggro when I want to, obviously, because mainly the aggro came when I was playing Mika, but it's kind of slowed down. But there's a different level of aggro with poison. And just to let you guys know, a disclaimer, right? Me and Veggey actually haven't played this matchup together at the highest level. We've played other players playing these characters, but not to the knowledge that we both have. And we've spoken about our characters individually and how we feel about the matchup here and there beforehand, but we actually haven't played this. So we're actually pretty pumped to like at least, you know, try a couple of things and obviously play the win, because it's the first to 10, so we get to like download each other, understand how each other plays and go, oh, what does my opponent know about this matchup? So I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. And I just wanted to touch up on, you know, the Carbon against Mature set, because I saw the day after Mature tweeted that they did a run back that he won, and that was really important for. That was like the first thing I saw on his Twitter the day after was, I did the run back. I'm the best player in what was it? Country Kuwait?
I think it was Kuwait, or it might have been. It might have been. I can't remember.
Anyway, sorry, I just had to get that off my chest because I thought that was really funny that the competition was that real between them. I don't think our Sultan competition will be as real as us running the first to 10 tomorrow. Maybe tonight after the first to 10. But yeah, we will see about that. But I think we will learn. It's important. Like more tournaments are coming. We should both learn this matchup. So we should definitely play it more after the. Not today, but like in the near future, so that we could both be experts at it.
Because that's
a lot. Yeah,
that's crazy, right? There's Evo coming up.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Your CP, well, both our CPTs haven't happened yet because CPT is still running on. We're going to talk about CPT in a second.
Are you entering?
Maybe.
Do it for the people.
Maybe, I don't know.
For the people.
I can enter and go 1 and 2. That's not a problem. But but there's I can't remember if there's any other tournaments going on, because obviously the big thing that was happening before was the Inter World Open. That was happening in the course of a couple of months, 1 or 2, and it's finally concluded. We should have a graphic on screen, but we might get that a little bit later in the show to show you guys. Oh no! Do you know what? There it is. Speaking of which, so shout outs to all 11 champions of the Intel World Open for their respective region, because it was region locked. Yeah, see, as you can see on your screen, we got Chris CCH, we got Idom, we got Kusanagi, played amazing. Frozen, love his Nash. We got Phenom, your boy doing the work. Doing the work. We got Big Bird up there as well. Shouts to Jamie with the Honda in Eastern Europe. We got Hot Dog. I'm telling you, that grand final set between Hot Dog and DCQ was absolutely amazing. Shouts to my commentary partner Ringe for holding it down with me on that one. We had Brandon. Shouts to Brandon holding it down with the Akuma. Love his Akuma. Then we had Tokido making that comeback, because remember, he wasn't happy with the way he lost to NL, and he learned things against 5 different camis in the space of 24 hours. That is a full-time job plus overtime. And then we have BK Sama, which I wasn't expecting him to win his that regional final, but you know what? He turned up day 1 and day 2, and he stayed dominant throughout the whole way. So do you know what? A special shout outs to BK Summer, because the guys over in the Australian region, they did amazing. And I think, again, because of these region lock tournaments and online, we got to see more and more of them, because they do have a strong and talented community, just like Central America and just like South America as well. But I mean, other than that, Veggey, can you like, you know, do you like these winners? Because
yeah, you know, I think it was CPT Europe in Australia last year. I remember reading, I think it was either in a Discord or it was like in a stream chat as the event started, that they said that we recognize, and this is not like a figurehead saying, this is just random Australians saying, but those random Australians that I don't remember the name of said that BK Sama was, in their opinion, the best player in the region now. Not Travis Styles, who used to be recognized as the best player in that region, and who did win then. But now we're seeing maybe why they said that, as he's like he won from winners, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he did a really good run, and I met him in Tokyo in that, and I have to tell you, he's a really strong player. So it's definitely someone not unknown to players traveling and playing, but since the region might not get as much exposure, it might be like, oh, BK Sama. But I couldn't vouch and tell you it's a really sick player, and it's not an unexpected win.
sure.
in my opinion. And Tokido, not unexpected. Venom is a clear winner in my heart. You know, even if it wasn't my brother Venom, I would still be realistic and tell you he's going to win this day one, and he did. The King of Europe.
Logan, look at the talking about it, because again, in the bracket of some of the best players in the world, he doesn't get mentioned unless you see his name up there. He goes, "Oh, he is there." Like, because I think you don't forget him, but you do. Sort of
I know
thing.
what you mean. Yeah.
Because again, he said humbly he might be one of the top 10 players, and I don't think when he said that anyone would have disagreed with him. You know what I mean? So,
I definitely agree. So it might be because he's, you remember him as a youngster. It was really like
17,
not really that great of a sportsmanship behavior, but he's grown into this really, I feel, humble player. People might sometimes feel that he's arrogant in his play, but I feel he's a humble person, and people recognize that. And that, when you not make too much self out of you sometimes, and if you're not in one of the main countries, you just get forgot maybe by that. But it doesn't really matter. It happened the way it happened. We had some really good winner. I thought that Kusanagi deserved getting the first place. It's too bad that they have this dispute over connection. I hope we get to see them offline at some point to see like what's what. And I mean, Chris CCH, another player who's been growing into it for a long time. So it's not really surprising, but it's cool to see that he was the victor. And then the item. Yeah.
It's absolutely great, and we do have those winners there. But what we also have to talk about is the past CPT action that's happened over these past couple of weeks. First of all, we got to congratulate our man from China, DCQ, sponsored newly by UYU. Shout outs to Ding Chengqiu. This guy is amazing. I'm still trying to study how this guy plays the game. It's not phenomenal, but it's efficient and it works. He won the qualifier to qualify for CPT, but he came second, only losing to Hot Dog in the Inter World Open Regional Final. But shout outs to DCQ for winning the CPT. And remember, it was easy cake, ladies and gentlemen, in response to what Zhao Hai said over on social media. And of course, our other winner, which is the most recent one, and this was interesting here. Shout outs to Punk. I swear that's probably one of the most scariest photos he's ever done. I'm pretty sure someone's just gonna like black and white that, fade it, meme it, do whatever. But shout outs to Punk, the content creator, streamer, coming and doing the business with the Karen and beating IDOM in that grand final. If you haven't seen the grand final, heck, if you haven't seen North America East top 8, go and check that out, please. That was amazing performance to all those guys. It looked exactly like an NLBC, and those guys came to play. Obviously, the top 4 got prize pool, but Punk is the one that qualified for the CPT finals with the Karen. I know a lot of people have said, why did IDOM swap characters from Poison to Laura when the matchup's in Poison's favor? But that was his decision in both the winners final and in the grand finals there. And as you can see on your screens right now, these are the players that have qualified for Capcom Cup. Again, to refresh your memory, Margot, Gamma, Nephew, NL, Nero the Boxer, Ronaldinho, Soccer, he's there, don't worry. We got Angry Bird, we got Takamura, we got Hollywood, Rob TV, and we got DCQ, and then the latest winner will be Punk. So that is looking to be a very strong lineup for the CPT finals so far. I mean, Veggey, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I watched. You mentioned this part of the Punk and the end of the Punk versus Item series, which was Item swapping characters. While I also thought that he should stick to Poison because it was working out, you can also see it from the angle that he lost the last game with Laura in the last set, and they often go back and forth with Laura Karin, so he's like bound to win one of the next 2, right? But that might be like a way to think about it. Like, I have 2 games, I just need one of them, and we go so back and forth. I feel comfortable. Maybe that's the thought process, but Punk was just too ready for it. He really, in that match, he was extremely dominant. In the Poison match, he always had to catch up, but I think that's the matchup. I don't know, well, how is that matchup, Jammerz? I mean, I hear so much from Karin players, but you can never trust Karin players' opinions on matchups.
I lose to Phenom all the time, but I can tell why I can see why they do get annoyed. It's range, getting chipped. They don't have a V-trigger as potent as Poison's. They might have to play uncharacteristically. A lot of that and above. But again, if you have strong fundamental, strong neutral, you can definitely still steamroll Poison, especially if you get that one with punish or put it in the corner and get throws there. But just to double check or just to remind you guys as well, Rob is using Karen. That is a Karen there. So we do have 2 Karens in the cup. He does have a Guile, but Karen is his main cheese at the moment there. So 2 Karens right now, the characters are racking up. But then if we can see the schedule there, my stream team, if they can pop the schedule on so that people can see what's coming next, because we do have one of my favorites, highly anticipated CPTs happening this weekend. Yes, there is France, Spain, and Portugal #1. Registration closes tonight at 3 a.m. EDT. I'm pretty sure all the Europeans that are playing that tournament, they have signed up. Well, if you haven't, you've still got a little bit of time because they're literally closing the sign-ups to American time PDT. But again, this is one of my favorite regions. We know the French defense. We know a lot of people don't know about the Spanish community. In Portugal, I don't know if they still got some hidden gems in there. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes up there. But as you can see on your screens, is the schedule if you haven't checked out the website. This is the last CPT event of this month, which is going to be this weekend, France, Spain, and Portugal. And then we move on to August. We got a very interesting lineup here, Veggey. We got Australia, the first one. We got United Kingdom and Ireland, the first one as well. And then we're going to have Republic of South Africa. So there's going to be talent littered everywhere. And hopefully you guys are ready for that. After Australia 1, it's going to be a 2-week break. And then we come back with some of the finest players you'll have in the European region. Or since we left with Brexit now, some of the finest players you'll see in the world battling it out in the United Kingdom Ireland 1. It's very tough to call who's going to win that one, you know. I think everyone is going to... They're leveling up their pocket characters. They come with some new strategies. So it's pretty tough to call right now who win the UK one. But Republic of South Africa... I'm very interested to see as well because I have little information about them, but obviously if I try and do my research and see who's up, we're going to seeing someone representing that region in the cup eventually. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. How you feel about that one, Veggey?
The Republic of South Africa one, I think, is extremely interesting because of how they get to find, they crown their best player probably through that tournament, right? And then we get to see that player play against the best players in the world, and you can immediately then recognize like how far they've gone. And I'm sure they've gone far because a lot of regions that haven't been known have been able to do really well with the first time they kind of show up from their region. So I think I'm just excited to see it, how the gameplay is, how the players play. I'm generally excited to watch it and try to like see where they're at. They might be just as good as anyone else. We don't know. It's going to be really cool to see. And when it comes to the UK one, UK has been really contested the last year. I mean, it used to be pretty clear like who was going to win UK events most of the time, I feel, but now there's like 3 people I feel that could win that event.
3 or 4, there's potential candidates.
Maybe 4, so, and then there's more candidates like that aren't as likely but could do it on a good day, So I mean, I think that you've seen how Soundboy has been leveling up lately. Like he's been doing some. He got into the Intel thing. I think that if he could keep composure, has the bracket with the matches he's good at. He's also a dude that could go the whole distance, even though he's not like a favorite. A favorite, would be like Problem X, Infectious, Hurricane. But as you said, there are many threats there. So that makes it so. It's probably going to be some upsets, and it's going to be a joy to watch for us who are not in that region.
Well, listen, we have champions in the country, and we have a lot of people that cause upsets on the day. But speaking of champions, we're going to invite our guests in who are champions of their own right. One of them I've been speaking to in God knows how long, and the other one I was with him not less than a week ago. But we're going to bring our guests, Logan Summer and the Street Riot, onto the call just to have a little chat with us and see how they're feeling. So let's fire away. So hopefully these guys are here.
The 4 box up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
There's one.
Yes!
Oh, man. So we got Logan and we got the Street Writer. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. Matt, it's been quite some time since I've spoken to you. Hopefully you're doing good.
Yeah, all good. Obviously, we haven't done a stream since the start of the year, and we did the balance patch ones. It has been a while since I've been on the camera, but no, all good. Played a bit of Oro and Akira in the office, just enjoying my time.
He said
Who else?
He said the
Who
forbidden
else is
words.
playing in the office?
You played the other one as well.
No comment.
Oh, there's one more. I mean, you know which one it is now, Matt.
Of course he knows.
I know.
I mean, everybody turn off your streams and Matt will tell us, and then we will keep it a secret. Let's go. Matt, tell us. But you can tell us, is Akira going to be like a neutral-based character like Kari?
Oh my God.
I cannot tell you anything about her playstyle, but you are definitely going to enjoy it.
You said that about Rose.
Said that about
I
Rose.
enjoyed Rose.
Yeah,
We did.
I said you both play a bit of
Did
Rose.
you just say that I would enjoy Akira? I'm really excited right now. I'm so excited. I don't even know what to do
Looking
with
at the
myself.
characters you play, I think you would, enjoy her stuff.
Sick.
Okay. And Logan, I can't help but see you wearing your famous top for your hoodie again.
Back to the dole office for me.
That's
Unemployed.
brilliant. But not yet. So obviously, thanks for coming on, because these two are going to be commentating the set that myself and Veggey are going to be happening, which will be happening in about 10-15 minutes or so. So shout outs to Logan and Matt. We didn't have to pay their appearance fees, but they're here to provide you some commentary for this. But you know
As
what?
you can
Matt...
see, you didn't pay the ESL day rate, so you didn't get the ESL at time.
Don't get to see any hair.
Oh man,
buried under the hood.
Well, hey, listen, I love that hoodie. I wanna get it myself if I can find it good enough. But Matt, you know what? Since we're here, because I know you did put out a tweet, but how did you feel overall about the viewing experience for the Intel World Open, for the action that you did catch?
No, it was really good. So, like, it was just like seeing all the individual regions kind of like competing. It was just exciting, and then the level of production as well. I don't think there aren't many instances where I've seen level of production of that kind of like quality. A lot, even since like. Go back to like E-League or something like that. It was like that kind of like level. So it was.
It's amazing what you can do with a good budget.
It's very true.
Budget.
Yeah. I heard.
Hey, listen, because we got
definitely
to use the it's called a telestrator, so the touch screen which allows us to analyze the game. Obviously, the green screen hosting that Logan did. Like all that stuff, I think it was probably one of the best ways that Street Fighter 5 could have been presented to a global audience.
I was hugely impressed as well with just the smoothness of everything. Even when they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're going to get some players on for an interview," and I was like, "Okay," and then they were on in 30 seconds.
Okay.
You know, just on the video feed, it was perfect. There was no audio. It was just, it was really.
It was very
great,
seamless.
Really well done.
So literally, they just told you in your ear on the day. They just said, "Logan, we got Takedo coming up in about 30 seconds."
Yeah, basically. Oh, there's an interview after this one. Oh, who's it with? Oh, yeah, we got Takedo. Oh, cool. Speak to him then. That'll be great. And we did, and it was great.
That was good.
But you know what, that ESL thing, the way it was it was produced, and the way you guys were like posting content, and it was really felt like this. Like, you know, the Euro Cup, the World Cup, the Olympics, it really felt like this kind of period. And that was, you felt like you were in this period, and you're like excited to check Twitter and see. It was really, and that's due to the production and the people behind the productions like you guys. It really felt like this event that we should have at least every other year.
Yeah. One of the things that I really, really took away from it is that feeling you get when, you know, when the international is on, or League of Legends finals, or anything like that, where it's spread over. It's not just a weekend, you know. It's like a longer event. And I've always felt like Capcom Cup should eventually get to that point where it's like, at the moment, Capcom Cup feels like a premiere because it's presented like a premiere. Do you know what I mean? Realistically,
I know what you mean.
It's a weekend event. There's the best players in the world there. And over 2 days, we see them play, and they play on a stage, and it's not that different. Whereas I wish we had like a festival of Street Fighter, and we had, you know, like a week's long worth of longer sets that the players and pool play, like maybe round robin pools, like the World Cup or a Euros, like we had like that. Then go into a knockout stage, and you know, dev panels and stuff like that, and more content and interviews, and like it just feels like loads of stuff going on. And we can just celebrate Street Fighter for a whole week. Obviously, it's going to cost a lot of money to do something like that, and I'm not a fool that thinks this money falls out of the sky, right? But you know, a celebration of Street Fighter is something that I really hope that we can see happen in the future one day when we get to that point. You know, in esports, I think for me that's the big benefit of esports, being able to fund content and events that match up with like our dreams, with our visions.
There's definitely a lot of learnings and takeaways from it. Like I know the team, like in Japan and then the US, had eyes on it, and they did, you know, taking a lot of notes. So
I'll tell you the best thing about it. Actually, the absolute best thing about it was having people have defined roles on the broadcast, because one of the things that's very interesting about Street Fighters particularly, and this happens across FGC broadcasts, people have to fill in 4 or 5 different roles on a broadcast as a broadcast talent, right? And someone might be the greatest analytical mind in the world, but if they can't host at all, they're going to be dead weight on a 2-person desk, which is what we have at the moment. Now, again, budget restrictions, but having an analyst, having a host, having dedicated commentators, everyone can focus and really make sure that they are zeroing in on not only what their skill set is best at, because like for me, for example, Jammerz on commentary and analysis, excellent. Jammerz desk host, probably not his strongest suit, but there's people that are great desk hosts that could never get to the level of analysis that Jammerz could do because they don't have the in-depth knowledge of the game. And like forcing them to be the same role is kind of minimalizing both of their abilities, whereas you can make more of them by having these roles. And you see that in larger esports where you have people that are hosts and you have people that are dedicated casters and people that are dedicated analysts, and I think that was the coolest thing for me. And the cool thing about fighting games is so many of us can do more than one role, so we had fun mixing and matching as well, so that was really good.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you didn't even try to use the telestrator, the touchscreen board, at least one. I thought you would have been pretty cool on that.
I would have been fine on it, but I just don't like doing stuff like that without pre-preparation. I just you know,
Fair enough.
Fair play. I mean, do you know what? One thing as well, I think more people within the FGC are probably out of it as well. They knew more about the event via our food picks than the actual event itself. Like, you got to watch it in its entirety throughout the like 5 days, but I think people knew where we were because of the food we eating. The steak meme, obviously. Shouts to Rob TV for
The
putting the
Full
skit
House
together.
like video that was ridiculously good. Yeah.
The biggest problem with all of these events, and that's that is Intel World Open and Capcom Cup and CPT Online and Premieres and Evo and everything, is just making sure that people know it's happening. I think the awareness, like when you look at the player base, the sales. And there's all these sales figures going around today because games are hitting 12 million sales, and we're looking at how many millions and millions of units these games are selling. But the viewership doesn't correspond to those numbers, and I feel like we need to find better ways to disseminate and market and influencer type stuff like that we were doing at the event definitely helped. And I'd like to see more marketing done to just promote the existence of these things in slightly more targeted and intelligent ways. Because look, we were doing some broadcasts and it had incredible high level play going on, but until Capcom Fighters shared the link or it was tweeted or put out through an official channel, we weren't hitting more than 5,000 viewers, which was a real shame because of the quality of not only the play but also the production quality of the program we were putting together. So I think altogether we all need to work on helping to kind of spread the word when these events are on, so that people can get involved and enjoy it, because it's great stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Veggey, how much did you catch? Were you able to catch all the regional finals, or did you only watch one or two? Because you're probably a good example because you worked in the closed qualifier, but were you around to watch all the others?
Yeah, I mean, I was on vacation with the wife and kid. We went to cabins, as some people
I
might
can see
know.
that from your tan.
Yeah, so it's sun from the air and then sun from the water reflection, so it's like double up. And I tried to catch everything that I could catch on my phone with 4G. 4G was a bit sketchy, so sometimes it would be like couldn't watch, but from the ones I watched, it gave me that same feeling like during the beginning, which was like this event of this is like this, just like an Olympic thing. It really felt like an Olympic thing, even if it technically wasn't. And you get excited on the day before, checking the Twitter, checking which bracket is coming, seeing the it was just, I just liked it. It was a bit sad when it was over, even though I wasn't even like any part of the last part, either as like a player or a commentator. It still just was sad when it was over, because it made, not super sad, but it made you feel like a bit empty. That's how good it was to me personally. So I think
I think it was really cool the breakdown as well, right? How like today's like Europe Day, and today's like America Day, and today's Asia Day, and it was really cool just to even when I wasn't working, because we were only doing maybe 2, maximum 3 shifts a day, and there was 4 shifts. We'd still get excited to follow on ourselves, even as part of the broadcast, because I might do Japan, but I'm really excited to see what's happening in Singapore as well. But Brandon's done amazing, and it's like that sense of Olympics and Euros and World Cups and that kind of thing, where it's not games, but it's event, and it really felt quite momentous in that sense.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
And I'd
as
like
well.
to shout out Brandon as one of those players. When I saw him, I was commentating his close qualifier, and I thought he was just ridiculous. Like, he was so sick, and I'm not surprised that he was the one that could like beat Xian, even though
He's got a
Xian-
really good record against Xian.
Yeah,
He
oh, yeah,
does, he does.
exactly. So he was so on point with everything, I felt. So that was really joy to watch as the tournament went on. And we had gems like that in many regions that you didn't really know that much about. Maybe some people might know a lot about it, but some people might not. And then you get this wholesome, awesome, I'm going to follow this dude, I hope he does well.
Yeah, for sure.
That's been the biggest thing, right, about this region locked thing, right? Because normally we watch events and we all watch events, and you lock in top 16, it's probably 14 of the same players that were at the last premiere.
Yeah.
And it's the professionals traveling. And that's amazing, because it meant that with the Pro Tour, we get to see the greatest players in the world every week. And it's a joyous experience to see that level, because we've all been around a long time. We remember, in Street Fighter 4, when we would only hope to see the best in Japan play the best in Europe and the best in America 2 or 3 times a year, maybe.
Yeah.
Now we get it every week, and that's amazing. But the real bonus is what Veggey said, in that when it's region locked, and this has been the case with the CPT online as well, we're completely focusing on the players in the region. So those guys that might lose to a Fujimura or a Bonchan or a Problem X or a Phenom in bracket because they're the guys that have traveled and flown in, well, they're here now, and they're not going to lose to these world elite level players. They're going to get the opportunity to play on this bigger platform, and we're going to get to find out about them. And also, players like Brandon, players like Pugera, players who don't have the opportunity to travel like that are actually good enough to, if they were to travel, they could possibly be in those top 16, top 8 placings, but they don't get the opportunity to. And that's really, for me, been the coolest part, discovering all these players in these regions because of this region lock thing.
For sure. All right, I think we're just about out of time, because we could talk about this all day and like give a feedback and hear you guys' thoughts on this. But we do have to adhere to the Twitch lords and give you that Twitch ad break. But when we come back, it's going to be just Matt and Logan, because me and Veggey have to prepare ourselves to play this first to 10. We'll be back after this break.
Hello, Matthew.
How's it
Been a
going?
while.
It has been a while.
Good. Just making sure everybody knows we're live because it's time.
It is time.
No more chatting away. No more podcasting.
We didn't even get to ask them about what they thought of this matchup before they actually face off.
I know what Veggey thinks. He thinks the same as me. That poison is a crime against humanity.
I have been hearing that a lot. All right.
I'm interested to know who he's going to use. If he uses Birdie,
I'm pretty sure it'll be Birdie.
I think it's quite difficult for Birdie because he's got nothing that he can really... He can't punish Crouch Fierce on block with anything. He's minus 11 and his sweep's 12 frames. Even though his sweep goes so far, but it's just too slow. 1 frame too slow.
We saw like how far Karen's sweep goes yesterday, and even like then half the time Punk didn't connect it after blocking.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
I mean, he was playing outside of the range and whiff punishing it with EX Tenko, which is ridiculous, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's not going to be fun, I think.
He does have a Cammy on the back burner, and supposedly that is a better
He's got
one.
a few. I think he's got Colleen as well. But I would imagine that he's probably going to play Birdie.
Okay.
I'm just quite interested to see the match because it's not one
it is a rare one
that we get to see very often. Ironically, one of the best practitioners with both of these characters, you'd say, Fudo.
Fudo, yeah.
Can use both of them. I can't really think of many birdies that we get to see play this at a high level against Poison.
There's not even that many birdies around.
On the East Coast, there's not a huge amount of people playing birdies. You're right. There's just not a lot of people playing birdie at the moment. And he continually gets put as quite a high tier character, which is interesting in Japanese tier list.
All right, it is. We do have a competition though, which we are running.
Is this the predictions?
Yeah, this is the prediction one. So there is. If we can get the graphic up, is the graphic ready to go?
Okay,
so
transition.
With Epos, which is a part of Sennheiser, I believe. But we have a B20 streaming microphone and H3 gaming headset to give away. And if you want to enter this competition, just look at the Capcom Fighters Twitter, and we put a post up, and you just need to reply to it with your prediction and final score of who you think is going to win. So I've looked at some of the submissions we've had already, and I believe it's pretty even on this one. So Terminal thinks Veggey's going to win 10-7. Shax thinks Jammerz is going to win 10-6. Then we've also got Margin, Event Hub's Margin, who thinks Veggey's going to win 10-3. And then we also have Mystic, who thinks Jammerz is going to win 10-4.
Where's my prediction in there?
Your one is in there as well. You for Veggey is going to win 10-5, didn't you? Yep. Okay. But you can
That's
win.
more of a hatred of Poison.
Fair enough. But yeah, that is the prize there. That's for one person to win. Whoever gets the prediction right. And if we have multiple correct answers, I will randomly pick one as the winner at the end of the stream.
I just tweeted Mena RD to find out his opinion of the Birdie versus Poison matchup.
That is definitely one to know. But you have until this match starts, so if you haven't entered the competition yet, you have dying minutes to do it. So hurry up and jump on Twitter right now and enter if you haven't already. But you've got about 2 minutes to enter.
At Capcom Fighters, go and check it out. Make sure you're following if you're not already.
100%. But yeah, it'd be good to get Mena RD's opinion on this. Have we seen him play against Idol much? Like since picked up Poison? Maybe not, I guess, just because of the distance between Dominican Republic and the US, that part of the US.
I know that Mena has entered a few events that are East Coast open.
Right.
But I have personally not seen them play. It doesn't mean they haven't played, because obviously I don't watch every Street Fighter tournament that happens in the world.
No.
But it's not a matchup that I can think of being enough to have any real kind of insight in it. So,
I mean, Birdie's not really been that much of a top tier threat since Mena won the Capcom Cup, really. And even then, you wouldn't have necessarily put him
he was considered top tier in Japan all the way through to season 4.
Yeah, but Japanese tier list.
So it's an interesting one. He's effectively been nerfed every single year since 2017. Which I think
he's got coal for Christmas,
paying
every
for
time.
the sins of Mena RD.
It could be that,
but
it could be that.
Yeah, other than that, he hasn't really been blessed. All right, so let's
Gold
see.
chains.
Is this going to
This
be?
is the Whips and Chains special right now. Capcom Fighters.
Oh,
Watch it here
wow.
first. Yeah.
Saucy.
Trade.
Oh,
stock.
excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got
So
the new
we're not-
building
we're not-
now. It's the same one as the we use on the CPT. So they're seeing training stage, but you are seeing what is it?
Are
Fortune.
you giving away the trade secrets?
Well, I mean, it's in the rules, so we say it in the rules anyway for the CPT.
Is it in the rules?
It is in the rules.
Awesome.
Yeah. So they're playing on the training stage, but you are seeing Fortune Marina. Is that of the heart rate now? If you block it, is it +1 or +2?
It's +1 now, so she
Okay.
can still gel you with standing light punch. If the light punch hits, she can do jab, jab, cosmic heal.
Yep.
Against Birdie, it doesn't really matter because he's only got a 4 frame anyway, so he can't challenge. So basically, he can't press anything, and he has to make a hard read on trying to get it. So it's not nice for him. I don't think this matchup's great for Birdie. Birdie's strength generally is how good his range normals are.
He's
his
kind of a
range
mid-range
normals,
fighter, isn't he? Like kind of middle.
yeah, exactly. His range normals are really good for their priority and speed against their range. So,
Right.
you know, his medium will generally have the range of most people's heavies. However, against Poison,
Yeah.
she can just, you know, she can press buttons on him all day. It's very difficult for him to traverse that. He hasn't got a lot of safe options to get in. He has to make some hard reads.
No, yeah. Okay.
And obviously
V-Skill
now with
too.
V-Shift and her escape options, like she can, you know, she's got combos into V-Skill so she can side switch, all that kind of stuff. It's very difficult for Birdie to pin her down. But he
Yeah,
has
the
done
EX
so.
Dolphin Dive has paid off 2 times in a row there. So.
Yeah, you're seeing him going for that. That's a very risky option, that EX Dolphin Dive. It's costly with 1 EX bar spent. He hasn't really got ways in which he can build EX very reliably either.
Yeah. We've seen that V-Skill 2 come out twice now and do absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yep.
I'm not sure. You know,
Can
Vegg's
punish
one of the
that.
players that I really see use that the
Yes.
most, that V-Skill.
I've seen clips on Twitter of him attempting to do stuff with it. Very situational.
Yeah, right now, basically what you're seeing in this opening game is Veggey standing as far away as possible that his moves will connect.
Yeah.
And YOLOing 3 different options. It's the hanging chain, it's the ball revenger, and then it's the ball head as well. And he's throwing all 3 of those out, and basically hoping he can get in and get a knockdown.
Yeah.
And again, gets
Trying to
blown
go
up
Dolphin
on the
Dive now. It's got no bar.
No.
I don't see how it does this. Now it goes low. First game.
Poison wins.
I can't really play footsies in this matchup, I don't think.
No, I mean, and that's kind of what I was talking about at the start, where, you know, his mid-range normals are really good against most of the cast, but against Poison, she just completely outclasses him, unfortunately.
Fight.
Well, he has got, well, this isn't character lock, so he can switch if it does start to go downhill, but early days yet.
I mean, it is friendly, but pride is at stake.
Of course.
Not quite playing for their share of a $22,500 pot this time around.
Nothing on the line apart from the bragging rights.
It's a sweep activate.
Crouching medium
That
punch.
was not a real setup.
Nope.
Nice Jammerz to spot that.
Ooh, this is gonna
Oh
hurt.
my goodness.
Dead.
Oh my days.
Yeah. Doesn't even need to
And
use
there's the
EX.
conversions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
She was
you
in the
know,
corner and she was still taking the advantage.
Yeah, at that range, outside of standing medium punch range, Birdie standing medium punch that is, she just owns the whole screen. Oh my goodness. And
Nice counter confirms.
I think she beats Birdie up close as well. That was a great throw.
That was well timed.
It looks airborne, but it isn't as
Yeah.
airborne as it may appear.
All right, was ready for it. Can he get the stun? The meaty low, but still minus. Medium punch, yeah, just throwing it out. Only takes 1 hit. Uses the armor. Pays off.
Oh my, that is 2 huge reads, and even then it's still very even. He's got to take that guess.
What? Was that a punish? That can't have been. Puts it around on the board. But like you said, he's taking the hardest of reads right now.
Veggey, literally, we saw all 3 special moves.
Yeah.
EX versions.
The full show reel.
Yeah.
Okay, throwing buttons
Right,
out.
shout out to Mac Negro in the stream chat.
Okay, takes the life lead. Can we actually see it do something?
Oh,
It
that
just
was
slowed the
nice.
descent, that was it. Maybe Oki? I don't know.
Again, the bubblegum comes out and does
Yeah.
absolutely niche. Side switch, dash up. There's the Oki,
Okay,
delay,
for
thrown
EX
out of the
something.
EX
Yeah.
again.
Still got
Nice
the life
early
lead, but
reverse.
it's marginal.
Yeah,
With the
life
chain.
lead is basically non-existent here in this matchup because he can't keep it.
Not dead
It
yet.
has to be. He has to
Oh,
keep
the overhead.
pressing. Oh no! I mean, to be fair, it would have been very difficult for him to get a significant punish on that. It's
Yeah.
-4.
What is Birdie's 4-frame button?
Light kick.
Okay. All right, 2-0
He
lead.
could have done light kick, jab, bullhorn, activate into some Oki. I don't think that would have killed.
I'm starting to wonder if the predictions that people put up of Jammerz winning by a landslide was more based on the character matchup. Okay. Interrupted. Good conversion from Jammerz. Gets the corner pressure. Stops him jumping up.
Stream chat is asking, they're allowed to swap on any loss.
Yeah, 100%.
So if you lose, you're allowed to swap. It's not
Yep.
character locked. If you win, you've got to keep the character. That's literally it. So theoretically, we could see 9 different characters.
We could. Someone decides to main 12 at some point. Oh, doesn't have V-trigger to kill. Not in range to punish with the standing light.
That would be a great series, wouldn't it? We could do a series and call it First to 12, where you can play any character
that,
you want,
yeah.
right? You can play any character that you want, but when you get to 11 wins, you have to pick 12.
That sounds amazing.
That's an awesome concept. Let's copyright that right now.
Mark, yeah, open up the browser. First to 12, that's sick.
Just a content machine out there.
Still juggles. Goes to the regular grab. Command grab.
The thing is here that if she interrupts,
Oh,
she
that's
can get
dead.
straight out the
Yeah.
corner, but she doesn't.
One on the
because
board.
Birdie has sensational corner pressure.
Phenom HQ is 12 in the game, yes. Or is it 11? Is it 12 or 11? I forget the name of the character. It is 12, okay. I don't remember.
Is it 11?
Okay. It's 11.
Well, first to 11 makes
still
it even
works.
better.
Yeah.
First to 11, actually, we could just change this now. We can change sets and just call it first to 11. 12 is in third strike. There you go. It's all the same to me.
Yeah, it's the one that has the like dicey blade arms.
Ching, ching, ching. First to 11 it is.
Okay. Still determined to use this.
I don't see what this does at all.
I mean,
No
it looks
cancel.
pretty, I guess.
He's playing on PC, man. He should be able to hit confirm that standing medium punch.
Backs off, doesn't want to be in the flames. Okay, hits it low, okay. He reverses it.
Reversal.
Okay, on the wake up, yeah, pays off. I just want to see that bubblegum do something. Good block.
He's saving it. There you go.
Was that a punish? Well, have you read? I'm not
No,
sure.
nothing. I don't think anything's. I don't think he's got any punishes for any of her stuff. It's so slow.
The V reverse is completely whiffed.
Oh, if there's a whiff V reverse,
Yeah. Back dash. Read the grab. Goes to the slide. Not much of a life lead at the moment. Activates.
like watching
We saw
Idol.
Idom doing that
just building
yesterday.
meter
Yeah,
for
literally.
free.
That entire
His
round.
character is actually a crime. It's a travesty.
He got like an entire bar.
And you can't do anything.
No.
You have to just sit there.
That goes low, but can't cancel that into anything. But that should be. Oh no, he doesn't have it anymore.
Oh!
One more hit. What's it going to be? Good block. Activate. Oh, that was such a good jump.
Why didn't it link?
He didn't press the button. Good spacing. Okay, 2 apiece. Okay. How are those? What's he changed to get those 2 games?
He's just making better reads. It's literally very read-based. We saw him in the first game throw away 3 EX bars and not get anything.
Yep.
We saw him use 3 EX bars and hit with literally all of them. He's getting a really good success rate on the EX bullhorn.
Yeah. Once he activates V-Trigger as well, he's getting the damage with it.
No, cancel on that standing medium punch, Veggey. Come on, bruv. Nice interruption on the ball revenger.
Unless that's EX, I don't see Jammerz not reacting to it.
Ooh! Was that a whip punch?
Might have been.
Nice!
Brings him in range, dashes
Hold
up.
this Oki. I mean, that's the good thing about V-Trigger 2. He gets, like, looping Oki off of almost every touch.
Doesn't last very long, but he's made it work. Goes like, oh, uses the armor. That was nice. Bubblegum does nothing. And again, just kind of like guesses in the approach, and it works.
Yeah, he's making some real hard reads, and it's really working out for him.
Okay, back. Blocks low. In the corner. It's safe.
Oh, that was clean as words I cannot say on stream.
Racking up the
Big
damage
headbutt.
quickly. Ah, oh. Yeah.
Oh, nice back throw.
All right. Trade? Almost like they could have got something after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to hurt so much.
EX.
Is he going to get it?
Not dead.
No.
Sets him
Into
up.
the Oki.
Good tech.
Cook up LeMan. He's got to sit there. And now it is basically just sit in the
trade.
corners doing your hold. There's the jab.
No, well, that wasn't a trade yet. All right. Very even right now. 4K Jammerz versus Veggey PC. They're pretty even on rank as well on PC. There's only, what, like 53 difference there?
Oh, the chase down.
Doesn't cash it in. Good block. Not in range for the sweep. Jumps in, doesn't press the button. The reversal, don't want to deal with that.
I literally hate the fact that Poison can cancel a medium kick. It's so oppressive. Look at that nonsense.
The range on it, yeah.
It's and it brings her into a +1 situation as well. It's ridiculous.
Well, this is a lot
There we
of work
go,
to do.
looking
Yeah,
to close it
it's low.
out, and he does. 3-2 up now to Jammerz.
Poison wins.
Still pretty even so far.
Well, the thing with what we're watching, obviously, is Veggey's YOLOing his way in and making some real hard, like, command grab reads, EX bullhorn reads,
But like you said, he doesn't have a
Revenger,
choice.
hanging chains in neutral, and Jammerz is able to just play real solid and just control that horizontal.
He's definitely not overcommitting. Doesn't need to at all.
No, and there's no reason for him to at all.
Yeah. Easy punish there, and that adds up. But he's got the health, but there's only so much he can take.
But realistically, the only way that Birdie builds EX in this matchup is getting hit or making the right read to get in and getting some damage. He can't really do anything.
He got the buffer there, but he couldn't even get anything off of it. Right. Uses the armor. One clean hit and he could close it out. Maybe off the
Yeah, don't want to whiff anything like that.
Spends it though. Now he's sitting in the fire. All Poison's turn. Look at that health.
Look at the grey.
Oof.
That jab just did 120 damage.
Yeah, and the low again.
Grief.
Just a wall of oppression.
Round 2. Fight.
It's the range of those normals when mixed in with the fire of the Molotov as well. It's just
You're taking chip, you're taking grey life, you're taking just errant hits that do even more damage because they're pinging off the grey life as well.
convert from that far of a jump in as well.
Back thrown into the corner though. Walks out.
Stream chat saying poor honest birdie. There was a time we wouldn't have said that, but you can say it right now. Not even a range there to get the counter hit into the standing medium. Have to play at such arm's length. Alright, and activates. Into setup, double dash, goes low.
He counter hit something, not sure who it was.
Uses the armor again, nice.
Yeah, there's the activation.
And backs off.
Yeah, he was looking for a throw tech, I think.
Ah, that was nice.
Oh,
yeah.
and then he protects
The throw bait.
Poison wins.
Will he stick with the birdie? Personally, I'd switch, but...
Yeah, I just don't see what the strategy with Birdie in this matchup for him. From what I've seen him show, it's kind of what I expected it to be, which is a lot of high risk to get in. You know, really just trying to bully your way in, very much in the, you know, the old school Zangief Dalsim style that we're used to in Grappler and Zona. Unfortunately, the problem with Poison is she does a lot of damage up close as well. She's really not afraid of being up close. So,
do you think if he was picking V skill 1, he would have any opportunity to even get the can out at all, or get the buff to the V
I'm
trigger?
pretty sure she can hit the can away.
Right.
Pretty easily. I don't think she has to respect the can.
But even though, like,
If
the
I'm honest
donuts
with
just to
you.
build the V trigger, because like you said, he's not got any way to build it apart from just taking damage. So, because he has been.
I mean, I think she can just punish V skill every time. We'll see. He's going to try V trigger 1 at least anyway, so we'll see how that goes.
It's just the difference in speed between the whip just is like straight there instantly.
Yeah.
Birdie's chain, like you can literally see it
That was
traveling
really nice.
gradually across the screen.
Yeah.
All right, nice. Takes the corner pressure. Can we see the do something now? A little bit. Takes the throw. Goes low. Backs off. Wants the life lead, I suppose. Wants him to activate at more safe distance. Apparently she can crouch and heavy punch the can. Okay. Doesn't even activate yet, and now it'll come. Oh. I knew it was coming at some point. That was good patience from Jammerz. Yeah. Smart. He had to do it.
Round 2. Fight.
Did to the jump, nothing happened. Alright, nice. Use that corner pressure, goes low. Ooh! Double shimmy. Don't put yourself in the corner too late. Ah, he was nearly stunned.
Oh no. Does that work?
combo? Maybe
Jammerz
like-
has got all the, like,
Yeah,
if Jammerz tried it, I believe it works.
it must have done. There's no way that was a frame
It was a
kill.
perfect frame
Yeah.
kill as
Yeah.
well, though.
Alright, activates raw. I respect it.
So I'm
Fishy.
interested in the use of the V-Trigger 1 because I suppose it gives him slightly better approaches. I like the V-Trigger 2 though because of the... If he gets a clean hit, he gets OK. So that's a big thing for him.
He switched. Okay, I didn't even notice that, yeah. Can you
He's
punish that
still
punch?
using that.
The
I
bubble
think
gum.
she can punish it. He's still using the bubblegum though, which I'm not sure about.
Feels like he's picked it because he wants to show that we want to show some specific setup or something, but that situation doesn't know if it's arisen yet. Again, but he can only use that so many times. Doesn't even have a bar to put another one. Sweeping for days. The meaty still minus enough to punish. Jumps away, lands in time. Time to burn. Hit low. Ah, and interrupted. Nice conversion from Jammerz. Stays in front. And yeah, too much startup on everything. Yeah, okay. Instantly knocked out of that one. What is that, 5-2?
Poison wins.
I can't remember what the scoreline is.
I think it's 5-2. I think my prediction's out the window. I mean, he could still...
If he goes to Cammy right now...
Veggey could still win 8 in a row.
Round 1.
And potentially bring it back. But I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest with you. He is literally trying everything he can.
He's going for the
fierce
full tool set.
I mean, at least he's going to learn the full spectrum of this matchup here. Because he is trying all of his options.
The punish there.
Oh my goodness.
Juggles. Okay, don't see that one
Yeah.
often.
Oh, and a nice Oki as well.
What a treat.
Backs off. Doesn't have much of a likelihood though. Not command grabbing yet. What's he going to do? Goes low. Stagger strings. Nice. Build that bar.
The big one!
It's all coming up birdie. Goes low, mixing it up. Dashes in, checks it with a jab. Okay, interesting. She went for the high whip and got hit by the bubblegum. Goes low. Wasn't a counter hit. Uses the armor. Yeah. Denied. What was that? Was he going to go anywhere?
I stayed in front.
Is that dead? No. Oh, I thought command grab as well, so I reckon he might have tried to backdash something.
Birdie wins.
Go on, Veggey, bringing it back.
Yeah, 3-5. We might not be seeing the Colleen today.
Top result, 2014, Street Fighter 4. Come on, Veggey, man.
Round 1.
Well, he might have another top result today if he pulls this one off.
This will be one for the ages. I wouldn't have seen a comeback like this since
The
literally
weekend?
yesterday when Punk came back
Yeah.
from
the abyss.
set point down.
Yeah. That was a 6-set. And the fact that I was watching his stream as well and watching him like celebrate with his family as well, that was sick.
I think that might very well be the best set in the era of online CPT.
I saw you tweet about it. I would agree with you. I mean, it was just there's such a strong rivalry between them, so it just amplified everything. And it's been a while since, like, you know, Punk had won between those two, so I was kind of like, you know, you root for the underdog, and I was rooting for Punk.
Oh wow, he just absolutely stuffed that crouching median Punk.
Yeah. All right, that's dead.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
that's dead.
Damage buff as well with the V-Trigger 1.
Good grief.
Keep the change.
Round 2.
I'm vanished.
Fight.
All right, all the sweeps. Yeah, standing medium kick.
Why does that link? Why? Why does she have all of this?
All makes it safe, okay? We've got to see a good use of the bubblegum.
One use in 9 games so far.
Some damage.
Is he going to be able to activate? There we go.
This one's getting away from him. Needs a clean hit to even out this substantial life that Jammerz has.
Nice. And he gets the good Oki as
just
well.
walks forward.
What was that?
I don't know. Right. They
that's
use
not command
it
grab
every...
kill.
That's dead! Yeah. You called it. Okay, so we're now only looking at a 1-game deficit.
Birdie wins.
I wish I'd gone to the corner shop and get some Pepsi. I haven't got any fizzy drinks at the moment.
This is not even, unfortunately, the brewer's choice. It's just diet. But we make do.
No, yeah. What was the fizzy drink selection like in Poland? Just the same as UK, more or less?
Majestic.
Okay.
They actually have a variety of Pepsi Max flavors that we don't have.
Really?
So they don't have cherry.
Okay.
Which was a disappointment. They do have raspberry. What they do have that's an absolute delight, though, is Pepsi Max Mango.
Mango?
Yeah,
Wow.
delightful. Absolutely delightful. They did have some weird ones. So we have Pepsi Max Ginger, which tastes like
Yes, I'm not a fan of
literally
that.
ditch water.
Yeah. Like
But they
root
had
beer.
Pepsi Max Mint and Lime.
Mint and lime. Interesting.
which I didn't even try because it sounds disgusting.
No, I can see like mint not being a high point for you on the fizzy drink zone.
Yeah, no, the raspberry one's sensational. I'm a big fan of that here in the
Mango.
UK of
Okay.
Baja. Yeah, that
Nice
was
punish,
definitely within
yep.
range, and he's ready with a big punish there.
Very fast activation on that. One of the fastest specials. Goes low. Again. Slides, doesn't matter. Time to block.
Oh,
Wake up jab.
nice little spacing trap there from Veggey.
That was overcommitting. But I'm saying Fanta Zero Tropical is the best.
Anta Zero Tropical is...
How about Lilt?
Yeah. No, that's the red one.
Okay. Damage.
Fanta Tropical is the
Low.
red one.
Got him!
Another walk-up command grab, and Veggey looked like he was done out at 5-2 down, but he's about to bring this back.
Yep.
He's about to bring this back.
He just needs one more round and it's even Stevens. Yeah, that hits him so far. The jumping heavy punch. You think, oh, I'm safe. Oh, I'm not. Okay. Sweep.
Oh my goodness.
Jumps in. Oh, doesn't even land. Dashes in. Just wants that corner
Everything
pressure.
seems to be hitting. Everything's hitting.
Everything's coming up
Got a
birdie.
guess.
One more hit. I've done.
Oh!
It's 5-5. Well, how's he going to do it? Okay. We've got ourselves a game. Technically, your score could still come true if he gets 5 straight. Well, I doubt it, but it's possible.
I don't know what to say. He's won 3 in a row. It's all coming up birdie
It
at
is.
the moment. It is literally. Everything's working at the moment. He's neutral. Jammerz definitely needs to find an answer for that sweep. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
he can get some sort of punish.
He's using it to... He blocks it and dashes up, I guess, just to build the space back, but he's not really tried punishing or anything. Okay. Anti-air. Oh, the full proper anti-air punishes. I didn't even try the crouch in medium punch. Anti-air, yeah, ready? Ooh. Yeah. Good use of the V-shift from Jammerz. Goes low.
It's minus 14, so she can do a couple of things.
How's he going to
But
activate?
worst, I think she can do.
Here we go. V-shifts out of there. Oh! Got the life lead, but can't activate. Yeah, now he can. He's going to be crouching fierce punch. Ah, the dolphin dive again! Online.
Yeah, thanks in the chat there, Magnegro, giving us the info.
Yeah, the frame info.
Oh, nice. He made the crouch medium punch with.
He's done that a
to
few
jump
times. The empty jump into the standing light kick. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're crossing her up. She's still got that crouching medium punch. It's the mark.
Oh, he
What was
messed up
that?
something there.
Yeah, I don't know what the... It's like a can-be
I
dive
don't
kick
know if he
almost.
could get like a trade combo or something. I'm not sure.
He's going for the highlight reel.
Yes, Phenom. Do you remember when Veggey played this character and never command grabbed? Ever. Oh my god. That was a flashback to me. I forgot about that, Phenom. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay, dashes in. Goes for the sweep again.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's blocking the sweep and then walking into buttons.
Yeah, he's throwing out the standing medium punch
Definitely
afterwards.
doesn't need to do.
Yeah, side switch, smart.
I feel like that's given him a lot of openings because Veggey is completely like not bothered about throwing out sweep at that range. And if Veggey gets into sweep range and he's happy to throw that out, and Jammerz has to respect it, that's going to give an option to sneak his way in.
Ouch. Yeah. God, here comes all the fire. Gets
Yeah.
out of there.
He
Back
needs
to
to
the wall.
activate. He just
Yes.
raw activates.
From the standing roundhouse.
Oh my goodness.
Waited to see if he did anything. Takes a life
And
lead.
again.
Ah, Gwen's in front!
Oh, that was busted.
That was very ambiguous.
Umpires jokes.
Yeah.
I always get caught out. Shout out to Hatim. I used to get caught out by that wonky birdie jump arc all the time.
Yeah, I thought that was a crossover for sure.
Oh, 4 in a row, Veggey. I thought I thought you were done, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely thought you were done.
He wants to make your prediction correct, it seems. You'd be eligible for the prize. I think someone else guessed it as well, so there'll be about 3 of you.
I'll just take the headset.
I could ask you to put like a number generator on your phone, and you could tell me what number is up.
It's the Logan Sama number. That's the one.
1 to 2 would be you. Oh, we got to hear the rare birdie wanker.
I don't think we'll have to worry about that because I can't see Veggey winning 4 straight now. And Jammerz not winning a single another game.
He just needs to do what he's already done. 4 games. 4 more. I don't think it's going to happen either, but it's possible. Okay. Okay, yeah. Sees the gap. Oh, can you juggle? Yes.
Challenge.
Come on, grab, goes low. Wasn't in range.
Oh,
is he dead?
Done. Is he done? He's done.
No.
Bang, bang, bang,
No,
bang,
no.
bang. Oh, no. What a V-shift.
He's got 1. Is he going to do the dolphin dive? I knew it! He had no other choice. He had to go for that, and Jammerz knew it.
Sense it.
Yeah.
Told you, no way. There's no way Veggey wins this 10-5. No chance.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Keep saying that, hoping that he wins 10-5, and I get the headset.
Of course, but yeah, it's still maybe.
But there's absolutely no way that Veggey wins this 10-5.
Goes low, pays off again. Forward throw.
Schmixed.
Ooh, this is
Oh
his
my
round.
god!
The damage.
corner pressure
Roundhouse,
is too
medium.
much.
Is that going to kill?
Hanging
Not
chain.
quite. Magic Pixel.
Oh my god.
I'm not in range. Activates. This is where it can all go downhill. V reversals. Keep it your turn.
There's no way.
At the air. No, he did it too early.
Oh my god, it beat
Is he
clean
dead?
again.
He's got CA. Oh,
Oh no!
wake up armor. Oh, the standing light kick. 4 frames.
Oh.
Tense. Nice in the anti there. Goes low.
One of the things I really noticed Punk doing against Idom after EX Heart Rate was he would either backdash immediately or backdash after the first jab.
Right. There's the gap. Oh, gets the first perfect of the evening.
And that is the end of my dream of owning that delightful EPOS H3 headset.
Which you could have
Sad
put on
time.
eBay straight away and got a few extra pounds.
I don't have a gaming headset. Like,
Really?
I'm using these £300 Beats by Dre DJ headphones.
Okay. So if you wanted to,
Stuff
the
like-
gaming headset, then unfortunately not this evening.
That gaming life.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, so we're at 6 apiece now.
All right.
Nobody's getting washed.
Oh my word, he walked straight into the chain. Again, that jumping is absolutely torrid in
Yeah,
this
I hate
match.
it. I hate it. It messes up your. You go early with the anti-air and just get hit. Okay, into the corner, building that bar. Don't think you killed. What's the setup going to be? Yeah. Whiffs the crouching medium punch and straight into the grab. Jammerz takes the lead in the set again. 1 round up. Good tech.
That was a sick whiff punish.
Yep. Old faithful.
He was ready for the whiff punish, but not for the EX Ball
No.
Revenger.
I mean, that wasn't like an obvious time to do it. Yeah. Stuff him with a standing light kick. Chipping away. The punish, yeah, nice. Knows the recovery. Straight back into it, why not? Doesn't even need to throw yet, now. Not dead. And the meaty standing fierce punch. Counter hit, don't know what he went for there, maybe backdashed.
Poison wins.
7-6 Jammerz.
This is way closer than I thought it was going to be. On both counts, actually. I thought... Obviously, I predicted that Veggey was going to win. But that was just hopeful. I actually thought Jammerz was going to give him a real beating. But Veggey's been playing very, very well.
Trying to think, would you think this might be like a 6.5, 3.5 matchup, maybe?
No.
Just a 6-4.
I think it was a 6-4.
I'm curious to know what the stream chat thinks, actually. What do you reckon this is? Like, you know, is this a 6-4, is this a 5.5, 4.5? What is it?
That
Based
is
on what
horrible.
you're seeing.
If I see that,
if
I see that crouch medium punch get counter hit again, we're gonna have a problem.
So active. Like a pro as well.
I'm gonna DM Shuhei on Instagram and let him know what I think about this character.
Nice. Goes sweep again, and then actually tags.
And again, the
forward
same
dash.
thing.
Yeah.
He's trying to advance behind the block sweep and getting tagged by a button.
Goes for the taking liberties there. Knew he wasn't going to press anything.
I forgot about that nerf. That crush counters and launches now, which is terrible for Birdie.
Oh, punish!
No,
I wasn't ready.
it's unfortunate.
Yeah. Went for a light rather than a medium. Don't let it get that bar. Oh, don't let it activate. Don't dolphin dive. Right, the crouch
We've
jab.
that.
5 frame, I'm guessing. Nice punish. Definitely worth staying the bar. You get the corner carry.
Negro, in the chat, if you can tell me one benefit of that crush counter launching now, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Let me know.
The most situational of situations.
Takes him to the corner.
Ah, nice. That was terrible for Veggey, but an excellent.
And back
reaction
throw.
by
That's
Jammerz.
even worse.
Sweep activate. Here comes the fire. Oh, that was nice.
That is a lock of cooking going on.
Yep. Not jumping away. Oh, interrupts though. How are you going to activate? The classic. The damage buff. Oh, not quite. Ah, what? Is that going to kill? No. Almost. Ooh. Nearly
Yeah,
punished.
that doesn't do that much damage.
Yeah. Nobody wants to overcommit. This is a hell of an important button, and Jammerz gets it.
What did he do there?
I feel like he grabbed like whatever Veggey had pressed. It looked like he grabbed the button.
Sure. Reversal timing as well. Very interesting.
2-game
I
lead.
don't know if he tried to do jump, cancel, command grab. Probably not.
Probably
not what he got.
I want to see this
Oh,
go
it's
to
Bullhorn.
9-9. Okay.
Thank you, Vidoyance. I couldn't see it on screen.
Jammerz just 2 away from taking this. Does not let anyone's going back to the counter select screen.
Two more needed here for Jammerz, but let's see if...
slow.
What's that? Oh,
The
his
chain's
chain.
just like, it just...
It's like it
In
just
the time it
uncoils.
takes to like go to the end, like Poisons has already gone all the way there and come all the way back, like
Every
1.5
time Jammerz
pass.
gets hit by that hanging chain as well, it's like he's walked into it.
Yes. Oh, nice.
Nice. There we go. He's
Yeah.
going for the crouch fierce anti-air now. He's had enough.
Yep.
Definitely going to have to pay more
Thought I would
attention.
have punished,
to
but
do
not
that.
quite. Yeah, nice. Double dash backwards. Brings him in. It wasn't active yet.
Straight through.
So
Nice
got
projectile
invincible.
invincible.
Yeah, that's why. Can you activate? Oh, no. I don't think he's going to activate. How'd you get out of this? No, he can't! Oh, that was so oppressive. All that V-meter and couldn't do anything with it. Did anybody guess 10-6? Jammerz. I bet they did. Yeah, okay. Steals a few extra frames there. Goes straight for the command grab.
Sweep again.
Ooh, got the counter here, but didn't cash it in.
If in doubt, EX out.
Feels like every time Veggey tries to go for a V skills setup with the bubblegum, Jammerz just uses his V skill to come in. So it just completely misses.
It's literally been one effective use.
Yeah.
Which is when he made.
He tries to land it on Jammerz wake up, but then if he sees
he
it,
made
he just
the
V-skills.
bullhorn safe. That was literally it.
Okay, nobody's overcommitting right now. Very even on health. Slight life lead for Veggey. He wants. He's going to activate. Not yet. Backdash is out there. Ooh, clips him. Are you going to activate? Don't let it go. Nice anti-air. Ah, I didn't get to activate again. 2 rounds straight.
Poison wins.
Just can't get in.
One more. One more. That's all he needs.
Veggey has got 4 back-to-back.
It seemed like Veggey was guessing right over and over and over again, but there's only so many times you can guess to be right. It's not an effective strategy. It is just luck.
Certainly not in the first
is
to 10.
First to 10.
Yep.
Exactly. It's not a 2 out of 3. Shaq's in the stream saying he predicted 10-6 to Jammerz.
He did. We even said it at the start. So if Jammerz wins this one and nobody else has predicted 10-6, if I can have a look.
Nice counter hit conversion.
Let's have a look.
Oh my god, Jammerz is going to town!
Oh my god, not another perfect. Ah. Ouch.
6 golden letters on your screen.
Come back soon.
Jammerz is looking to close this out in emphatic fashion.
How long have we been on air now? Half 8. Okay. So. When did the match start?
Oh, I can tell you that because I tweeted exactly as we started.
Okay.
And it would have been 46 minutes ago.
46 minutes ago. Okay, good.
Yes. Oh, Veggey is fighting back.
Good.
Oh, that was clever. Oh, that was smart.
Final round.
Still set point for Jammerz. And he's got a lot of resources. That's a lot of EX heart raids. There we go. That's the first one.
I think Shax might be the only one that guessed. Oh no, there's someone else as well. Lower than lows. Let's see if he gets to that. No, Suleiman guessed 10-6 Jammerz as well. And so did a blind samurai. 4 guesses.
Oh. But Veggey doesn't want any of them.
No. Let's see if he's got something to say about this.
He's certainly not holding forward on the stick. And not capitulating. No cancel on that.
Ooh.
And another EX Ball Revenger hits. A sweep.
Come on, make
All
it
your
10-7. I want to
favourites.
see more games.
It's a party bag.
Ooh. Can he kill? Is this going to kill? Not quite yet. What's the setup?
Gotta take
Goes
that
grab.
OG.
Ah, the throw bait. I would have teched
the
as well.
shimmy.
Nice pressure.
And that is it.
It is.
10-6. Shax is in the running.
He is.
You didn't jinx yourself, Shax. Jammerz is the victor. You know what you should have used? You definitely shouldn't have used that photo. You know what photo you should have used, don't you?
Oh, the one with the glass. The wine glass. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You definitely should have used that one.
I agree. That would have been amazing. Oh, we've
Pull
got
that
time.
up
Oh,
now.
we've got time. All right.
Pull it up now.
Yeah, that's got to be.
We're going to be back for more conversation on the other side of this short break, where we can all lambast Jammerz for how broken Poison is. We'll see you on the other side.
You shouldn't only admire my words, but also concentrate a little more on your lessons, Mana. What's the meaning of fate? You shall know. You should try to learn to use your power a little better.
All right, we are going to announce the winner of the competition. Logan has a D6, six-sided dice. So 1 will be a blind samurai, 2 will be Suleiman, 3 will be lower than lows.
I'm gonna give this the due respect that it deserves. Let me get my proper dice and everything. Hang on.
Oh wow, okay. Getting the full 40k set out. But yeah, 1 would be a blind samurai, 2 will be Suleiman, 3 would be lower than lows, 4 will be Shax, and 5 will be Alpha Dracon. And then 6 will just re-roll.
Right, so
Ready when you are.
you can hear me. I've got my dice tray here.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Huh?
And I'm going to use
You only need to re-roll on a 6.
What?
You only need to
gonna use
re-roll on
my-
a 6.
the 6 is that the supreme side.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to roll it now.
The dice.
It is a. Oh, you can't see. I'll roll it so you can see it. Hang
All
on.
right, cool, cool.
It was a 6.
And again.
One more time.
3. So that
3.
means it's lower than lows has won the competition. Lower than lows.
3.
Yep. Congratulations to them. I will message you on Twitter tomorrow, and we will get your prizes, which are the EPOS microphone and headset, posted out tomorrow. So congratulations. Yeah, no worries. What do you think of that?
Where's
Sentinel?
Veggey? Where's Veggey?
Can we hear? I don't think they're back yet.
Can you hear me though?
Can they hear
Veggy's
Veggey?
always back. I can hear Veggey. Oh yeah, they. I don't know about that.
Can the
But,
people at home hear Veggey?
Yes. Okay.
They can.
Veggey. Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy. No longer favorite Brit Veggey.
Not favorite Brit.
No, that was the title. We were playing for the title of favorite Brit.
I-
You know, the run up to this was like Jammerz. He called me, you know, because we have landlines, and he said, "Veggey, I'm so sick of you taking this favorite Brit. We're doing a 1st to 10 over it now." And then that now became the show, and it's like I'm having that first. Now he's having that title, and I mean he won it, so I'm no longer your favorite Brit, guys.
So second favorite Brit, I guess, would be the logical conclusion of that one.
Yeah, that might be it.
You can have another 1st to 10 in the future.
Yeah.
That was close enough. It was definitely competitive.
Yeah, but it's like, for me personally, I feel like the games I'm winning, I'm guessing right so many times on
Logan
high
was
risk
saying this,
50-50s. I mean, I see other birdies like Mena say it's only slightly poison favorite, and that might be right, but you have the
I
personal...
don't see what you can do that's solid, that's actually like solid to beat.
Yeah, I feel like you can whip punish the whip and the crouch heavy punch, but he
So
didn't whip them.
Mena said poison wins slightly.
Yeah, I saw that. But I had talked about it
Confirmation.
before, and he said that when I asked him earlier too. But it might just be like a personal thing. I personally think it's very hard to deal with because I mean.
And also, Jammerz was letting him get away with a lot of stuff. Like he was just blocking sweep.
No, but I
over
think
and over and over again.
Poison is like one of the characters that really can't punish far range sweep. But
I mean,
it's very
can't
hard
she
to
stand
get in that range.
fierce?
No. Yeah, that's one of the things like in the birdie guide on the Discord. It's like people
Right.
saying, "Oh, you
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yo, what's up,
You're
Jammerz?
in.
Where's the
There you
4
go.
box?
No, it's
I don't know if you'll be able to see me though.
it's my favorite Brit, Jammerz.
Hold on. I am here though. All right, hold on.
Well, we can hear him anyway.
Veggey, I am surprised you didn't go try Cammy. I thought that might have happened. But you
Aw.
decided to go all the way with Birdie.
Yeah, he said that he hadn't been practicing that matchup with anyone other than Birdie. So
Okay.
Yeah, I've only really played it with Birdie. And I mean, there are some obvious flaws that I could take away right now from me personally. It's like that I notice when I'm playing, but I just don't wrap my head around it quick enough. It's like I can probably look for those Molotov tosses with EX Horn instead of... But I am not expecting it, so I'm doing EX Bullhead to get it out of the corner because it's like my... I've seen... That's a lot of minus I can get out of the corner, and then it comes, it's like, oh, of course, you need to remember that. And that's a... That's
Right, Rich, I
something
sent
you
it.
can improve on obviously, and not walking backwards. She doesn't have that confirm from crouch knee or that activation, things like that. I notice I'm doing it, and as I'm doing it, it's like you're telling yourself, "Damn, you gotta stop," and then you stop, but then you flowchart back because you're not that comfortable, maybe. So those things can definitely work on. But
so midway through
Right,
the
there you
set
go.
as well, he started just absolutely blowing up your crouching medium punch anti-air as well.
Yeah.
yeah,
the
like I had
jump
to be
face.
very ready. I felt to anti-air that. I couldn't be late at all, so I felt like I was on defense and trying to get in on a zoner at the same time, simultaneously.
Well, we're talking about kind of the matchup archetypes, right? And for character archetypes, generally you know, you'd go back to like Zangief versus Dalsim, right? So the archetype is you tank the damage to get in, and then you get your reward for getting in eventually. But Poison doesn't really care if you're in, because she's really good up close as well.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely feel that. The zoners, when you think about Dalsim, Menat, and Poison, and maybe Falke, but at least those three, it's like you chase them and you overextend, and then you get punished to insane Oki. So it's like you're always kind of backpedaling neutral, but that punish is really big, and then you eat insane amounts of damage. So that makes it hard to be one of those slow characters that needs to overextend.
Yeah,
I feel personally, but I might be wrong. So
and you don't really have much ways to like build EX, and you need EX to initiate anything in that matchup. I think unless Jammerz starts giving you stuff to whiff punish, which he was quite conservative about. I feel when I watch Jammerz play, he's very considerate in the button presses and his choices that he makes in neutral. So you generally need EX bar, right? So it's like you're waiting for your EX bar and just praying that the armor works, or the Ball Revenger gets you in, you know, whatever. The hanging chain comes out and he happens to be in a stance change and gets caught by it. Like, you're just hoping for that sort of stuff.
That's what I feel personally. I mean, I know you can whiff punish Crouch Fierce, but he didn't whiff it. So it's like you can whiff punish.
You got one whiff punish with
he got like
medium punch in it.
He got like two. No,
yeah, exactly.
You stand medium punched Heart Raid and you whiff punished Crouch Fierce with EX Bullhead, which that's what I do know. And obviously you go into the chewing gum, so I don't know how that chewing gum works. So all I did was just move forward, because I know some birdies do Bullhorn right afterwards. So you just punish that or get into a range where it looks awkward and then just deal with it there.
It was so rare that we saw the V-Skill 2 actually do anything particularly advantageous from what I was
observing.
Because
I don't know what it does outside of, because I don't think it, from what I witnessed there, and probably outside of 1 or 2 other matches, I don't think it's a good tool to deter the opponent not to do anything.
He tried using it on your wake up a lot, but then you just kind of like you use your V skill and just close the gap, and then you were out. Literally. Yeah, and then it just disappears straight away.
It's like a mix up, because if I do the low releases, he can punish on if he looks for it, right? But if I do the standing releases, they don't really cover space that well. So the times he wasn't, when I tried the low releases, after he had been like stopping a lot of the standing releases, I would get in and I would hit his attempted punish. But then he punished that with which he can with what is it, the EX overhead thing?
Oh, lovely temper. You threw me out of that. Oh my god, I was no, because no one does that intentionally. So if you throw me out of that, you are gonna get me tilted, because I'm like, you definitely didn't do that on purpose. You got me, and then I think you went on a 2-game win streak or 3-game win streak.
It was 4 at one point.
I was tilted.
Yeah, and I was guessing right a lot then, and I feel like that's why I won.
So
walk up, command throws,
what did you do? No, you pick V-Trigger 2, but the way you play, it's not gonna work against. It can work against Poison, but like, you're a good player, so it'll work. But if, as Logan mentioned, he's been very considerate and not whiffing that many buttons. I think the best button you whiff punish was stand medium kick. Then I realized and stopped doing it. That V-Trigger 2 is not going to work. So you had to just go with the armor and bulldoze in. My whole idea, which I only thought of this like last night, was to basically use the whip when you have no meter, because all you have to do was do hanging chain and armored shoulder. That's the only way you're going to beat the whip. And when you're committed to that, I'll either jump or I'll just dash and block. And then when you do have the 1 bar, I'll just make sure my whip connects so you can't whip punish it. Essentially, that's what I wanted to do.
What do you think about playing a character that has a jump in that you can't anti-air, Jammerz?
It's quite simple. You do a DP anti-air, or you V-shift.
V-shift. You want us to spend even more
Logan, when we were playing in Poland, you anti-aired me pretty consistently.
Yeah, I've got DP though, haven't I?
Yeah, there you go. If he hasn't got it, then he's got a block or V-reversal.
I'll be very ready. Yeah, I'll be like looking for it only.
She's a rushdown character. I don't care what anyone
says. I agree. She's obnoxious zoning with one of the best rushdowns and the highest damage.
I hate the most, when you
yes!
Here we go. Here comes the list.
When
list them off.
You tech a throw against Poison, and she presses medium kick and cancels into EX Heart Read, and you have to hold that every time.
Wait. When you tech the throw or when you take it?
Yeah, when you tech, like.
No, you press down hard kick afterwards. It crush counters.
Who? Mine?
No. If I press after a throw tech, if I press hard kick, it's most
No,
likely
you
gonna
press your medium kick.
No, I press hard kick after throw tech.
Press your medium kick, and then you cancel
see
the
that.
heart rate.
Check the tapes.
He sees one thing, I do another.
Yeah.
That's literally it. But
So annoying.
now
Just medium kick being cancelable in general is so dumb. It's so stupid.
I don't make rules. I just play.
Listen, Jammerz, I respect you for wholeheartedly accepting this character for the nonsense that it is, because that's what everyone should do. Like,
Of course.
why are you not
It's on the
abusing
table,
the
take it.
nonsense that your character has? You definitely, like, Veggey was definitely doing it season 1 and 2 with Birdie when he got the opportunity to do so. Before he fell in love with the game, because I know you didn't like it in season 1 and 2.
Well, I mean,
It's evolved.
like Veggey with punish like the majority of my stand medium kicks. I don't know how that button's like stupid if Veggey consistently dealt with
Oh,
it.
that's user error though. That's because you were whiffing it. Obviously.
User error.
Wow, okay. I'll take that. When you swapped to V-Trigger 1, that was better though, because then
Yeah,
you just started.
definitely,
Then you
yeah.
started being more risky.
So, what were your thoughts of starting off with V-Trigger 2? Why did you start with V-Trigger 2?
I was thinking of it as like, I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to just go V-Trigger 1 the whole way, even though I personally thought it was better. I wanted to try because I see so many others praise it in the match. And when I play against not Poisons that aren't on Jammerz level, because Jammerz is a really good player, he just doesn't enter a lot, right? So, but if I play against a mid-level or average Poison, you get so much mileage because you just they whiff the whip, you EX bullhead, you do 400 damage, get okay. They probably V-shift and you OS with the stamina kick, and they're dead in the next round. It happens continuously, or you just do random EX bullhead and it hits them. So I wanted to just see if it. But when I was trying to outspace his whip, he would just do crouch fierce, and for some reason crouch fierce is a low from full screen. I have no idea why it is, but it is, and it's absolutely wild that it is. But since it has no hurt box on whiff either, you have to have a move like EX bullhead. So I was trying to walk out of whip range, and I kept getting hit low, and then I had to block, and then he could just go and whip me. So then I realized the V-Trigger 2 for me in this match against this player is not working. So I'm at least gonna go V-Trigger 1 for the rest of the way, which was better, but it was only better when it was me making good or just guessing, like walk up EX command throw. It's not consistent for me, at least I feel personally.
Well, no, your meaty and throw game was like pretty much on point. I guess wrong in a lot of scenarios, so I had to make sure. It's like, let's just not get in that scenario, and I had to make sure when it was your time to activate V-Trigger, I had at least 2 bars. So it's like, okay, I'll just make you guess twice, and you held up. You held up like on a couple of occasions, I think.
Yeah, I tried.
I think one of the best decisions that you were making on defense as well, Jammerz, was I don't know if you were taking the throw or not, but I noticed that like you very rarely got crush countered, and you were not getting counter hit a lot as well, which meant you were eating some throws in some situations, and obviously lost some rounds because of taking Ball Revenger, then taking the EX command grab afterwards, but. You weren't getting blown up unnecessarily. Like, so that means that if you are winning the neutral and you are getting the life lead, Veggey's only able to bring that back by making hard, risky reads rather than taking solid plus frames and, confirming into free damage from you trying to escape.
I'd say I was definitely committed to taking throws, because I know Birdie's command grab situation is probably one of the weirdest ones for me to deal with in the game, because I know he can dolphin dive with the X afterwards, he can dash and then try and armor when he's in V-Trigger, he can wait. I think at one point he did the dolphin dive and he just walked up and grabbed me. I was like, Jesus Christ.
That's V-Trigger 1 is really good in V-Trigger 1.
Yeah, so I
really
didn't know that, and the walk speed is really good, but I think the players above mine and Veggey's skill level, I know Problem said this before, he says you need to not use crouch fierce at particularly close range, because it's a low. I like to use it really close, and he said that's probably one of the reasons why you're getting crush counted. And then I think when I played a long set in Phenom before last year's Capcom Cup got cancelled, all he did was blow that up, like with crouch medium kick, just faster buttons in general. So I said okay. And then when I was playing Rob in Poland, Rob would stand at that range where stand fierce would whiff, but he'd be able to punish crouch fierce. I said, I've got to stand here and learn to do nothing. And if they did walk up and throw, I just got to take it. Because usually most of the time I press a button over teching, and I'd rather just take a grab instead of taking 300. So
yeah,
it's definitely mixing between just trying to take a throw, challenging when you can, And then I think on the odd occasion, like he actually, like it didn't cross counter, but he landed like 300 damage through the V triggers. And I was like, I didn't do anything. But that's the mistake, and that's how Street Fighter 5 plays. So, nah, it was pretty interesting. I did learn a lot. I think you should have been more stubborn, because you started doing it and then you stopped. Because the only button I was gonna accept you being random with was sweep, because you had to do that. I think you had the really well-spaced V-trigger 1 ball horns. Is that auto-spaced stuff?
No, if you're close, you get like you can have one block and it's still punishable because it's always -9. But sometimes you even get 2 blocks and then it's really easy to punish. But it's when it's really far out, it's like Rekka Ken from Fei Long. And if you have super, you can confirm into that.
Yeah, because I was worried about all your armored moves, and I'm like, when Veggey's in V-trigger, he's actually like pretty darn 10 times scarier than he already is. So I was like, okay, I've got to walk forward, block stand medium punch. Then when you got the grab, I was like, okay, got to deal with this. But it's like, you didn't try and do jumping hard kick either. I think you were committed to doing empty jumps all the time. Like, you literally just committed to empty jump all the time.
Yeah, and the times it worked, for some reason didn't cancel the stand medium punch. That was a bit awkward on my end. But I was wondering.
Were you not playing on the 144 hertz?
I knew this was coming.
Well, I've been switching charge buttons, and I'm learning to change charging between medium kick and heavy kick. So it's a bit awkward sometimes. You saw me do a couple of bullheads. It's not normal for me to end anything in bullhead. So because I'm trying to learn to because now I'm charging mostly with heavy kick, but in a match like Poison we need heavy kick, so I try to swap the charge and sometimes I forget to hold the charge because it's a bit awkward. And then I'm like releasing, I have no button to release, just that medium punch. So that's just a learning thing, trying to learn to swap the charge between heavy kick and medium kick so that I can always access anything I want at any point. But that's gonna probably take a little bit more time to get that down completely.
Okay, cool. What image do we have, Richard?
The new winners. There we go.
Oh, right. Hey, that's brilliant.
You need to get that framed.
Make sure we post that on social media.
No, of course.
That's actually. Look, I even got the Capcom Cup 2019?
2018.
2018 top on. So there you go. Hey, shout out to Road TV again once again for putting that skip together. But hey,
that's from the
this picture's never gonna die down. Believe that.
Just reading the manga in the cafe.
Right, fellas, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you.
Yeah, me too.
So thank you very much for having us on, and we'll leave you guys to chat it out for the rest of the show. And Jammerz will, I'm sure, no doubt, bask in his victory.
I got some water with me, not some wine.
Mix some Ribena in it, and it'll be
close enough. Otherwise,
take care, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for the invite, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
So, yeah. There you have it. We finished our set. Obviously, a lot of people wanted to see that coming. Again, that was a learning curve for me and Veggey because we haven't played longer than I think a first to 3.
Yeah.
At best. And this was like a while back. I'm not counting online. This was like a while back. So it's good to learn more about the matchup. Obviously, both of us will be studying those tapes there. And then obviously we'll discuss it a little bit more. And then, heck, I definitely know he wants to run that back. I want to run that back because I wanted you to play. I was expecting you to play V-Trigger 1 from the start, but you didn't.
Yeah, that's true. But still, I'm not completely convinced because there are some things that I could do better, which you kept punishing me for, which was great on your end. Like I kept walking back because I don't consider that you have the crouching medium kick that does a lot when you have V-trigger. Some stuff like that I definitely need to remember and put in to the plan or to the memory bank on defense. So I mean, V-trigger 2, when it works, it's so good in that match, but.
I think it was because what did you do? You did the whole sequence, and you get you're really good at doing the meaty light kick to get the medium punch to connect. I think like that was it. You didn't like get anything afterwards, and then you'd have to throw out the chain, which puts you at like what, -1, -2. Then you got to take my guess with the 4 frame, and you ain't got no armor. Yeah. So just a couple of stuff like that. As long there was a couple of like basic things I did just to.
But I thought you played it really good. I thought you played it really good, like not whiffing and anti-airing not only with crouch medium punch, but actually anti-airing with that command anti-air, which makes it so much harder to approach someone who actually is not relying on poisons, because it goes straight up. It's very easy to aim to jump it. So when you don't rely on that, it gets harder to approach from the air. And I really like the lack of whiffs, and even the whiff punishes on my heavies when you saw them coming too often, and me not kind of adapting to you. You in the beginning you're walking forward, blocking. You can punish something like forward heavy punch, down forward fierce. But then you start walking forward, slightly back. You know, basically it's like everyone knows this, but you did it at such a great time that few whiffs, really few whiffs. So it was hard for me, who is like based on trying to punish something to get in. I'm not that great at overextending. And then you kept on like, you kept mixing. I thought you played it really good. I got a little bit salty sometimes when, you know, you came back with heavy trigger. I'm not gonna lie, if they filmed me, you could see like sometimes I could rest my forehead. I think you played it sick. My favorite Brit Jammerz, baby.
I actually think it's fair on both our ends when V-Trigger was activated, something was up. Because I'd try and do something, you'd armor through it, or you'd walk up and command grab, and I'd lose the game, and I was like, Veggey's only coming back because of the V-Trigger. And then I could see sometimes for me, it's like, I'm only coming back because of the V-Trigger. But I used it more, instead of getting full-fledged combos, I don't think I landed a super on it. Maybe once or twice, but I done it to kind of create a good situation. I didn't really land all the combos I really wanted to, because again, your defense and you being out of those ranges was actually pretty good, because again, you walk online, it's like I'm landing all these combos each and every day, like all the time. But now I'm like, okay, here's someone who actually knows how to defend and mix up the defensive options. So I got to use the Molotov differently. So I got to use the bait armored moves, and you went through one or two of them, which is thick. I got a bait into jumping back. You jumped back at one point. There was quite a number of things, but again, I didn't use it the way ideally I'd want it to, which that's really good on your end. So,
I mean, it was a 6 set. I'm glad it wasn't a steamroll either way, and I'm glad we got to play it. I mean, the people who have requested it. I expected it to go this way, honestly. So first, when they asked me, I was like, you know, the pride was a bit like, do I want to do this? I think, but then I was like, it doesn't matter. You need to just play anyone.
No, it's like, so we were gonna do this anyway.
I was nervous for it. I was not nervous that way, like I need to win, but I was knowing that I was not expecting this to be an easy match or anything, because I knew about your skill and I knew that this would be hard for me. So I was definitely prepared for having a hard time, and I was right. I was very good on your end.
I think it's more nervous with excitement, because when you went into the set, I'm just like, let's learn something. Let's play, but let's learn something. Because again, at the end of the day, we have to make decisions. Even if you catch me off guard, like you did, you backdashed to the EX ballhead, caught me off guard, you catch me off guard with the V-Trigger 1, you jumped, you command grab. It's like, all right, you have to do it and adapt, because I went a 2-0 lead, then you went 2, then it was 2-2, then I went, I think 4-2 or 4-3, then you did 4 straight, and I was like, right, I can't have this guy just steamroll me from here on out. Like, we gotta bounce back and forth. So me and Veggey can adapt, you know. Just letting you know, me and Veggey can adapt when playing fighting games. Okay. But start with V-Trigger 1 next time.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you
definitely.
You start with V-Trigger 1, or you pick another character.
Yeah, I like V-Trigger 1 more too, because I don't get this V-Trigger 2. I mean, it works against more mid-level poisons, or poisons that aren't that good at not whiffing, as I said earlier. But when I met someone that's really good, I'm just gonna stick with V-Trigger 1 and go a little bit ham. You know, it can work out, especially first to 2. That can really work out. Like,
if this was first to 2, I think it probably would have been curtains for me.
Yeah. I mean, you were up to 0 with the V-Trigger 2 though, so that was.
You know what? I was actually when you came back 4 straight, I was considering changing the V-Trigger
to the whip thing. No, the command throw thing.
Yeah, the command grab.
I mean, I would probably get hit by it a lot, but because I'm not used to it. But I'm glad you didn't, because that's I don't feel like. You think that's good, that V-Trigger?
It's you walk back and you defend and you tech. So the commander would have got you once or twice to move, but then after that, I'm still not doing big damage. Do you know what I mean? Because Poison is good. Look, I think Poison's top 5. I think she's top 5. The issue is when the opponent has to take risks, they're risking 300. You know, they're like, okay, or I'm risking 300. So it's like you're landing X amount of damage, and you might put me in the corner, and I'm just chipping away at you. Which that's what I should be doing. I shouldn't be landing 400 damage, but I am. Here we are. Yeah. All right, Richard, is there anything to advertise before we leave, or is that going to be it? All right, guys, just to let you know that this weekend it will be France, Spain, and Portugal happening. One of my favorite regions, one of the most anticipated regions. We had a great CPT this past weekend in NA East with Punk and Item in the grand finals. Make sure you check that out on the archives on Capcom Fighters YouTube. But if you haven't signed up and you're part of France, Spain, or Portugal, one of these respective countries, get signed up. I want to see you in that tournament. I want to see you guys in the top 16 this Saturday and this Sunday. Only one player can prevail. This is the first of 2 opportunities that the players in this respective region have. And honestly, I cannot wait to watch this one pan out. But other than that, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We did our first to 10. Learning experience for the both of us. I won 10-6. The archives will be up. Me and Veggey will be running it back because I'm going to sort that out. Maybe in a month, maybe in 2 months' time. But once we roll out a couple more guests, new guests and surprising guests, we'll start rolling in some of the runbacks on the show and make it more interesting. Richard said something to me. What did you say, Richard? Do the song? What song? Oh, okay.
Song. Are you ready?
You know the song.
You are the favorite Brit.
I don't know the song.
Sing the song. I told you the song. I sang the song.
Apparently, Veggey's got a song to sing you all before we close out the show. I don't know the words. I didn't really listen before. All I heard was Quamba Stick.
But I can't. But that's a victory song, and since I didn't win, I cannot sing it. I think. What?
I think you should.
Tribute? Okay, wait. Let me see if I remember.
No, you should do. Richard, put my graphic back on the screen and then let Veggey sing over the graphic. So put the graphic back on screen and then Veggey start singing real quick. Right, now sing.
I'm your favorite Brit. I'm your favorite Brit. No, I can't finish it. It's too... I'm afraid that's not... I mean, it's funny, but I don't know. Can you really sing? It's nothing profanity or anything, but people might take it the wrong way. So it's like, I'm your favorite Brit. I'm your favorite Brit. And I have a big arcade stick. But yeah. Yeah, but I mean the arcade stick. Like, I have a big arcade stick. Look, I have a big arcade stick. Like, I'm using this. It's big. I'm serious. I'm your favorite Brit, and I got a huge arcade stick.
Okay. I needed that laugh. I definitely needed that laugh. Right. He's learnt that song. Rate it out 11 or 10. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at HCJammers, at Veggey SF. And we'll be back with you after this CPT with another episode of Sets coming to you. So, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe, keep playing some Street Fighter, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Oh!